Hey there and welcome back to another tutorial. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been like 9 months since I've uploaded another video. The last tutorial video. But in today's video, I'll be showing you how to create a kind of 2D game. So what you guys want to do is you want to make kind of like sections. So actually I'll make a part here. I'm actually gonna get the orientation indicator. It's there, and I'll also put a rig so I know how big this is. I want it to be kind of big, like 40 is fine, and maybe like that is good. And this, I'm gonna just group this into a model and call this road part. And this road part is gonna have this part called the primary, and then that is gonna equal the primary. And I can actually make this look like a road. So let me duplicate the primary and call this just part. Okay, so I've made my road part. So how this is gonna work is basically the game is gonna duplicate many parts like that in like a row, but you spawn, and as you walk, a new road part duplicates infinitely if you want, or you can have an end of the game. But basically obstacles are gonna be in your way and stuff, like a kind of box or something. Boxes and stuff maybe will be in the way. There might be a car that's like in the way and stuff. You can also make a road part or something, or just a test part, but make sure that it has a primary and the orientation indicator is facing the front or the back, it doesn't matter. But as long as it's facing the front, or and not the sides, then it's good. You can just rotate the part if it's facing in a direction you don't want it. I'm gonna quickly create some obstacles. Okay, so I have my obstacles. This is called toolbox. It has two boxes. This one is left box. It has a box on the left, and this one is right box, and it has a box on the right. Make sure they're all in models, and make sure it has this part. You can actually name this to primary. All of them actually, and then the primary. And set the primary part to that hitbox, or it's actually not really hitbox. It's just a it's the place where it's gonna clone it. Like if I duplicate this, you can see it's the same size as the road. It's just gonna place it directly onto the road. That's where the obstacles is gonna place. So make sure they're in a folder called obstacles. And we can actually start working on the script. We can actually put this in a folder called road parts, and then we can actually, we can name this start. This is going to be the start of where the road begins, and we can duplicate this and then call it road part and put it outside into workspace right here. Now we can start scripting. So you can put a script in service, script service. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna name it server, because every single thing that we work on the server is gonna be inside. So we can actually create a little like testing script. In the next following episodes, I'm gonna make the scripts nicely and organized, and I'm gonna try and make this user friendly, so it's not too hard to understand and it's not too easy either, so it's actually like challenging. I'll make many challenges to make the game. So right now we can get local start is going to equal to the workspace dot road parts dot start. We can actually create a variable for the road parts. So local road parts equals workspace dot road parts, and you can just replace this with road parts for local generated road parts is going to equal to a table with start inside, and then we can actually create a variable for how many road parts we're going to want to generate at once. I'll show you later how to make it generate it generates road parts for, like, if you keep walking it keeps generating road parts, if you keep walking it deletes the road parts in the back. I'll show you how to do that. So we can actually so local max road parts, we can just set this to like 20, and for index comma index is gonna equal to 1 comma max road parts, like that. Sorry. And then you can get a variable for local road part is equal to workspace road part. And okay, so we're actually going to want to set the index to 2, not 1. Okay, road part is going to equal to road part clone, and you can actually delete that. So the road part dot parent is going to equal to the road parts, and the generated parts comma index is going to equal to the road part. And let's actually teleport the road part. So the road part pivot to generated road parts comma index, no, not comma, I mean like in square brackets, index -1 get pivot dot that's already C-frame. Okay, so if I run the game right now, it seems as if nothing happened, but in reality it did do something. It teleported all the road parts inside, but there's no offset, so it's just teleporting inside. We want to offset, so local offset is going to equal to cframe.new that's going to be 0, 0, 0, road part dot primary part dot size dot z divided by 2, and I'm pretty sure it's like that, the offset, and make sure you do times offset right there, so you're actually adding the offset. Okay, so it did work, but I'm pretty sure no. Okay, I messed up. So don't add the divided by 2. And also add a negative so it goes in front and the back. There we go. So there's 20 road parts. As you can see, there's 20 items right there. 20 road parts, and they all teleport in front. So now what I'm going to show you is gonna be to fix the camera because I want to make a 2D game. So the camera is going to be fixed like here, and as you walk it goes forward. Okay, so I have a little example of what I'm trying to do. I actually do perfectly. So basically you're here and you're walking forward, and you can like move right and left. There's two options: either the camera can stay fixed like this, or basically the camera stays in the middle, and if you walk here the camera looks at the player. This is the first option. Let me show you the second one. Okay, and this is the second example. So basically I'm walking, and when you turn, the camera is looking at you. But you're not actually, the camera isn't like following your character. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go with this option, because I kind of like this option better. And so I'm going to choose this option. So let me show you how to make it. So you want to insert a local script into starter player scripts. You can name this camera. You can delete hello world. And you can create a run service variable. You want the camera. You want to set the camera's camera type to scriptable. So enum.camera type is scriptable. And you want to teleport the camera behind the player and then make it look at the character. So this is going to be actually a bit more tricky. So what I'm going to do basically is get the star from workspace. So local star, the middle x is going to equal to start dot primary part dot position dot x. And watch out, because you have to make sure that this is on the x axis. So if you want to check that, basically you equip the move tool. If on your road part, if the front of the road part has the blue arrow, then it's the x-axis, but if it's the red, then it's the z-axis. So in here, if it's the x, name it to x, get the x. If it's z, name it to z, name it to z, like that, depending on if it's the z or x-axis. And you can always test, so if you're not sure, you can try the x-axis, but if that does not work, you can try the z-axis. So now what you want to do is you want to create a an offset cframe equals to cframe.new, and this is going to be the middle x, comma, and you want to put it kind of in the sky, so 7, maybe like 8, and then like 20 in the back. And then you want to also times cframe, so cframe.new, and what we're going to put here is going to be the characters z, so how far they are in front. So you can just put 0, comma 0 at the beginning, and then comma minus, and now we're going to want to get the player's character. So character equals game get service players dot local player dot character. If not character or not character, find first child, humanoid root part, then return end. So essentially what's happening here, it's getting the character. If the character does not exist, or it doesn't have its humanoid root part, so theoretically, like for example, if you fall into the void, its humanoid root part will get deleted, so it won't teleport the camera because the character doesn't exist and it will create an error. So you can just do character dot humanoid root part dot position .z, like that. And then the camera.cframe is going to equal to cframe.new offset cframe.position, comma, and you want to get this right here. Copy that right there. And if you run, it should work. No, it does not work. Or it does not work. You can create a while not start dot primary part do wait end. So right here, it's just waiting until the primary part of the start loads, and once it does, it just stops this from waiting. So now it should work. Yeah, there we go. There's a little problem. So the further I walk back, the further the camera goes, but the closer I walk, the camera's gonna kind of like, yeah, I'm like behind now. So let's fix that. What you can do is remove the negative. That was my bad. I thought I needed a negative, but apparently not. So now it should work. Yeah, now it works. I'm walking. I can go there, I can go left, and the camera looks at the character. In the game, I will add boss fights. And yeah, I will add boss fights. I'll show you how to make boss fights and stuff. So this is episode 1 of the tutorial. In the next episode, I'll show you how to make the road parts generate the further you go, and add the obstacles, because I didn't do that in this video. This was just a little example, and if you liked it, you can leave a like or subscribe, or even both. I appreciate if you do both. And yeah, that's basically it. While you're waiting for the next episode, you could make the map look super good, because in the next episode I'll probably release it maybe tomorrow or the day after, or the day after tomorrow, but I'll make sure to release it pretty soon. Okay, so I hope you liked this video. Yeah, I haven't uploaded in 9 months, but I want to start to upload again. So I hope you liked this video, and yeah, goodbye.